Hey everyone, it's Eugene here, and welcome to the latest version of Recon-3D. I'm going to go through some of the major features that we've included here. Not all, but at least some of the major ones that you're going to notice right off the bat inside of the app. So let's get started. The first thing is, if I go into the More tab, which is at the bottom right, it says 3 lines, you're going to notice a couple things. And if you got to go to the default settings, that's where I'm going. So you'll see that there are a couple of extra things here. So one of them at the very top here, it says device processing complete tone. The other thing is going to be 3D view dark background, and I'm just flashing that off and on. And the other one is going to be the resolution where it says max scan time. Okay, so I'm going to go through these 3 things right now. So the first one, device processing complete tone. When I finish device processing on the phone or the device, what's going to happen is you're going to hear a beep, okay? And basically that's going to give you an indication that the processing is done, and then, you know, from there, at least you'll know, as opposed to just walking away and maybe not hearing it or whatever. The next one, the 3D view dark background, I'm going to turn this on right now. And basically, when I go and view a scan in 3D, the background is going to be black and not white. And that's just a matter of preferences. It was something that was suggested from some different people, and great. So, you know, that's in there now. Also, where it says resolution, you'll see the max scan time is now shown. So basically, if I slide this up to a very high coarse resolution, you see it says 600 seconds. So that's basically 10 minutes. And as I go down below 5, so I got it 5, 4, you'll see it drops down to 4 minutes, and then if I go down to 3, 2, and 1, it's all indicated here. So you can see right off the bat how many seconds you have for scan time. Okay, and that'll be there. So let me save these. These are my default settings, but I'm going to go to 5 and 5 here, just like that, and I'm going to go save. Okay, great. So let's go ahead and do a scan, and let's see what we got. So I'm going to go ahead, and here it says, you know, do you want to scan? Yep, I'm going to create this one. I'm going to call it demo. New version, like that. I'm going to create. Right off the bat, you'll see at the very top, it says scan location. So I've got latitude and longitude. Now, it hasn't recorded yet because I haven't hit the record button, but this is a new feature, okay? So it's just going to give you a rough position for where the scan was taken, and that's in there right now. Back at the resolution down here, same thing that I just showed you. If I move the resolution slider, I update and I show the maximum scan time that's here. So let me go ahead and just go ahead and hit save. I'm going to do a quick recording here, just like this, just for a few seconds. And you'll notice that the timer text, okay, is also larger. That was something else that we added, nothing major. But I'm going to go ahead and process this on the device. And I'll do this at an even coarser resolution, just so it'll be really, really quick. Let's say 10 centimeters, something like that. So I had the tone on, so as soon as this is done, you should hear a tone. Hopefully, let me increase the volume just in case. Hopefully you'll hear it, and you should see it with a black background as well. Okay, so there was the tone. Hopefully you heard it, and here you can see I've got a black background when viewing. And again, just a matter of preference, but you now have the option. So let me close this, and let me save the scan. Another feature or something that we just changed. When you hit save scan now, it automatically writes the E57 file into the scan folder. Before, it only did that when you shared, but now it's written into the folder already. So if I go in here, and you'll see that I've got the scan. If I hit play, there's something else you may not notice, but the video is playing back at 30 frames per second. Before, it would play back at 60. Now it's playing at 30. Now, if you export this, it will still play back at 60, but we're working on that, and in a future release, we'll make sure that it plays at 30 frames per second once we export it. But at least when you look at it, you'll get the total time. So if I hit this, if I hit play, and I see what the total time is, like back here, I can see it's like 8 seconds, okay? So that's another change. Now, something else, if I go to the information, so if I go to the top right here and I hit the I, I'm going to click on that, you'll see that I have the latitude and longitude. So basically, if I click on this and I can drag this all along like that, I'm going to hit copy. So you can copy this and you can save it for later. And where are you going to save it? Well, further at the bottom, you'll see that there's a button now that says View Notes. So I'm going to click on this, and it says, hey, you don't have any notes. Do you want to add some? Yep. I'm going to go ahead and add. So the box at the top here is a text field, and you can put in whatever. I'm just going to go and paste the GPS coordinates, and I can go return, and I can just say demo. You can add like whatever information, and you can even dictate with the little microphone button at the bottom right and turn that into text. The other thing that I can do is record audio. So if you want to just append a text, an audio note, I can just go ahead. Let's give this a try. Hopefully, I don't know how loud it's going to be because I'm recording audio as well for this video, but let's try it. Okay, this is a demo. We're recording audio just to see if we can have an audio note. Let me stop that. Let's hear if I get something here. Okay, this is a demo. It's really quiet, but it's there. It's really quiet, but it's there. Okay, so I'm going to just save this, and I'm going to click off of this. Now, if I go to the share button in the bottom, you'll see that it says text note and audio. So you'll have like an MP3 file, and you'll also have a text note file if you want to export that as part of all the model information, stuff like that. Okay, good. So that's good. I'm going to cancel that and go here. Now, there were a number of other little fixes for bugs and things like that, but probably the biggest one and a really important one for some people is that you can now download and back up all of your scans via iTunes. So if you take a lightning cable and you plug it into your phone or your device and then into a PC or a Mac, you will be able to back up all the folders through iTunes. And I'll do that in a separate video because I won't be able to do it on this particular one, but I think it's an important one because it means that you don't have to share it through OneDrive or Google Drive or Dropbox or something like that. It would be completely offline, and that can be super useful for a lot of people. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it at that. If anyone has any questions, you know where to reach me. And remember, we have the Discord server. There's other places where we can communicate all this. And yeah, look, have fun with it, experiment with it, and hopefully you'll find that it is improved. So thanks, everyone, and happy scanning.